you created Yasuke. Can you replicate the skills that Yasuke displayed?
I'm just gonna go ahead and take you down memory lane. We're gonna start with a little Gundam.
God.
We're gonna do a little Dragon Ball Z
Thank
Tenkaichi
you
2. You definitely don't want to see me in Gundam Battle Assault.
Wow.
Definitely don't want to see me in Marvel Superhero vs. Street Fighter because I'm a
You
Capcom
just have these
dude.
games chilling in front of you, man. God. Oh, why your sword so big? Damn, man,
And
you
there
doing
it is.
damage. Ladies and fellasmen, welcome to the next episode of Otaku Talk. I'm joined by a very special guest, Nick Jones Jr., who is the writer of the Netflix anime Yasuke. I'm very, very happy to have him here. And we're also joined by my co-host, Dr. Dexter Thomas Jr. How you guys doing?
It was good.
Happy beer. Let's do it.
I binged the whole show yesterday and a little bit of this morning. This isn't just because you're here, but like the show grabbed me. So like I jumped in, I was stuck until I watched the whole thing. It was 6 episodes, an amazing journey. What sort of influenced the series for you? What was sort of the inspiration for Yasuke?
You know, I'd say it's a bunch of things. I mean, growing up, you know, an anime fan in general, you know, I kind of pulled on stuff like Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon. And don't laugh at me about Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon's the shit.
Hold on, Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon. Okay, really? You were watching Sailor Moon?
Hey, no
I was
shame, no
watching
shame.
No, none.
And also too, like pulling from some like cult classics of my favorite, like the Golden Child, the black man, you know, protecting the chosen child, and some Rambo vibes too. When he's like he's a boatsman in Taiwan or someplace.
So you just grabbed a little something from everywhere.
In Yasuke, Nobunaga really for me comes off as a very sympathetic, very sort of, you know, progressive character. Whereas I think a lot of Japanese people would see this and, you know, they split on it. There's people who think this is a great guy. There's people who think, yo, this is a maniacal warlord.
Yeah.
Right. How do you take that historical figure and decide where to place him in the world of Yasuke?
It's an interesting question, mainly because obviously us, you know, being people of color, being black men, you know, we kind of have to do that a lot with a lot of different historical figures, you know, especially when you talk about America. And it's just like, oh, you know, our founding fathers and Barack Obama being a huge, you know, influence and hero of mine. But he would always refer to like the founding fathers. But it's just like, yeah, man, but they owned slaves.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
When it came specifically to Nobunaga, I focused on just the military mind, and him being just like a master tactician. He was the first cat that literally brought a gun to a sword fight. You know, like those were the things that he was doing, and he was very progressive. And then, you know, obviously bringing Yasuke into the fold, he was for being like, hey, look, I don't care that you black, can you do the job? And that's how I interpret it. I interpreted it as, you know, he was just like, yo, I don't care, like, can you fight?
Right.
Word.
Yeah.
And so the
All right, and we are jumping in to Guilty Gear Strive with my boy Nick Jones Jr. You created Yasuke. Can you replicate the skills that Yasuke displayed in a fighting game? That's what I'm curious about.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take you down memory lane. We're gonna start with a little Gundam.
God.
We're gonna do a little Dragon Ball Z
Tenkaichi
2. You definitely don't want to see me in Gundam Battle Assault.
Wow.
Definitely don't want to see me in Marvel Superhero vs. Street Fighter because I'm a
You just have
Capcom
these
dude.
games chilling in front of you, man. God.
You definitely don't want to see me in Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. Look, me and Ryu, we undefeated. Like,
Listen,
I treat Street Fighter like I treat spades, man. Like, you do not want to see.
Listen, okay, all right. I don't have a physical copy of Dragon Ball FighterZ in front of me, but you definitely don't want to see me in Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't have Xenoverse 2 in front of me, etc., etc. But all of my games aside, we're jumping into uncharted territory because both of us aren't really Guilty Gear Strive players, so we're gonna have to see how this shapes up. Let's go.
I'm looking forward to this.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm not sure who to put my money on. Not that I'm a gambling man.
That Street Fighter knowledge might help out. I chose and look at see. Does this give you Yasuke
Hey,
vibes?
hey,
Look at
this
dude.
is the way of the samurai right here, baby.
This is a big dude. Look at me. I got yellow drip on. Look at me. I got tight pants. Let's go.
The heart in the back with the Kokoro character. I see you.
What that mean? I'm a knightless.
Your character is so stoic. I can't help but feel intimidated, but let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Duel 1. All right, we're gonna start out with some defense wins championships. Hold all that. Oh, you got some speed.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I see you both still figuring out the things, figuring out the moves.
Okay.
Nick with the counter. Okay, I see you.
Okay, that's what you want to do.
Okay.
That's what you want to do.
Ooh, what is this?
Oh, that's the new sword I got. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, defense wins
Okay, now you got the
championships.
blood red. I don't even know what's
Oh,
going
whoa,
on. You got the red sword.
Okay.
Ooh.
God, getting in there is what's
Game
difficult
time.
right now. Okay. No, I'm blocking that. Come on now.
Oh, okay. You blocked that?
I got some projectiles. All right, let's get some space. Projectile.
Okay.
Zone.
Yo.
We're gonna zone a little bit.
See, now the attack
why
is
your
coming.
sword so big? Oh,
Yeah.
the
Yo,
grab.
on the
How do you
edge.
grab? That's just round one. Relax over there. I see you smiling. Don't take a bow yet. I'm about to get back up. I'm
Oh
about
man,
to
that's
get back up with a new
you know
look
what
in
I'm saying?
my
I'm
eye.
showing you respect. I got to go down here and pray for you.
Okay. I wish I knew what I was. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay. Oh shit. All right.
Coming through with the combos. Okay, he's starting to learn.
Okay. I'm learning a little
Dion's
something.
starting to pick it
I
up.
gotta ask, how do you think they did with Nagoriyuki, man? In terms of, I know it wasn't a direct Yasuke, but are you getting Yasuke vibes from the guy? I mean, other than the fact that he's laid out right now.
He's a little slow, but I am getting Yasuke vibes.
Yeah, this is definitely not how I would view Yasuke fighting. Yasuke's way faster in the anime.
He's a bit of a brute.
Oh, I see you waiting for me to go over there. I'll go over there now. Don't even worry about it. Ooh.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh.
Oh,
God, if I
that
could
was
just remember.
clean.
Oh, so you remembered something? No,
Yo,
your sword
I
is
saw
so
that
big.
coming.
God,
I gotta say I saw that coming.
Listen. You know, I'll hand you one win just so you can, feel. Look, if I remembered that one combo, bro, it would have been a different story. You can smile all you want, Yasuke, but next round.
Refine your skill.
Okay, all right.
Relying too much on your strength.
Do you have any idea of what impact this might potentially have on the Japanese culture as it pertains to race? I think in the US it's almost normalized to talk about race. What type of impact do you think that this will have, and did you have an intended impact?
My intended impact and what I thought the impact would be is I would start a conversation, and a good example is when The Watchmen came out, the television series on HBO,
right.
And it opens with the scene in Tulsa, and there are people, mainly white, that were going on Twitter and everywhere is this real? Did this really happen? And it's just yeah,
right.
You never heard of the Tulsa massacre? They bombed
yeah.
Black Wall Street. What do you mean? But I knew that because that's our history. But there were a lot of white
right.
people and a lot of other people that didn't know. They were just they were
mm-hmm.
Being introduced to that for the first time. I mean, and there's a lot of black people who didn't even know Yasuke was a real person. People are wait, that a real
right.
black dude.
Yeah,
was
no, I got hip on it right when I saw the show. That's what opened my I didn't know about that. It's based off of real
dude
stuff. I mean, obviously you didn't have robots
and
all that cool. But
yeah,
that was that anime flavor that that it needed. I think it definitely served its purpose as a show when it makes the viewer want to dive deeper into that universe, because it is a part of our real history.
I remember seeing a couple things come out, and people being black people trying to, take something and insert themselves in Japanese history and
Yeah.
And it's just nah, we was actually there. Black dude was, out there doing his thing. And so I think it's good to be able to kind of bring light to that, and just inform people on the contributions of men that look like me.
That was one thing that I found really interesting about from a writer's standpoint, right? Because I think the automatic assumption, if we think of a black person at any time before 1865, right, is that it's a black person, they're a slave, but
or they're in Africa,
right?
Yeah.
The word that you use is servant.
Yeah, and so I actually use there's one character that says slave,
right,
in episode 2 as well. The Iga clan, he was wilding out, and so
right.
I wanted him to use it, but everyone else, I felt like there was this,
he got handled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was more about just the class system, that they were in. So there's obviously Yasuke is kind of walking. I mean, he's walking with royalty at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I felt like it just felt more dignified, people like Nobunaga and Mitsuhide, everyone in that camp, would use servant. And so I was just like, all right, I feel like servant just feels a little more like, like you said, nuanced.
Nobunaga gave him money.
Yeah.
Like
crib.
Paid him a lot of money. Like historical records paid him a bunch of money.
Money, gave him land. He was a free dude. He was just out here chilling. And then he was like, when I need you, like, show up, pull up when I need you.
Right.
And Yasuke would pull up. For me, it was, it's all about, just changing the narrative. I think, we have, there's so many, like, visual representations of us as slaves and in chains and things of that nature. We wanted to do something a little bit different, and really show kind of like a rise as opposed to a fall of a black man at that time.
I know you probably getting Yasuke vibes, and maybe there was some of that in there that the designers were thinking about. But the thing is, Nagoriyuki is actually, I'm pretty sure it's a reference to a song that came out in 1974. It's about watching your lover leave Tokyo as the snow falls. So it's real poetic.
That's interesting. I mean, the one thing that I can think about from that, and I'm not saying it's a direct reference by any means, I don't want to spoil it though. A certain topic about, Yasuke and maybe a girl, and what I'm saying, that, that kind of left him in a way, kind of.
Okay, there's definitely some romance in Yasuke, that's true.
Yeah, you got to come close. You got to come over here. Come on over here.
Bro, what do you mean come over there? You got shadow clones going crazy, man. I can't.
You just got chopped in half by a very sweet song about leaving your lover in Tokyo, bro.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm feeling really emotional about it right now, too.
Yeah, come on over here. Yeah.
No, I'm over here now, huh?
Okay, you're starting to pick it up. God,
if I could just remember how to do these
This is why I want you. This is why I want you, baby. This is why I want you.
You getting pushed in the corner, man. Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, this is where you are. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm right here.
You got lucky.
Okay, I got lucky. You lucky we ain't looking at Goku and Vegeta flying around on the screen because you be going through it. Hey, what's crazy is that lowers your health, so let's go.
Damn. Ooh, that did lower my health.
Did you know it lowers your health when you did it?
I did not know.
Gaming While Black is powered by Doritos Solid Black Initiative. Shout out to Doritos for backing the show. All right, ladies and fellas, man, that's gonna do it for us. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Otaku Talk, and be sure to check out the full version over on the Gaming While Black channel, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter for so much more content in the future. I'll see you over there.